What's up guys, welcome back to Disc Golf Weekly, and this week we've got a really cool video for you guys. This one's been in the works for quite a long time. It's been a month or a couple months actually that we've been working on this. And as you guys can tell by the title down below, that's going to be a review of this bad boy right here. This is the LB or Pound Disc Golf Octothorpe. And if you watch 30 seconds of this video, right off the bat, I want to give a quick apology to Grip, to Latitude 64, Voodoo, all those other companies that make bags, dynamic discs, all of them. You guys make nice bags, but this is the best disc golf bag on the market. If all you care about is just finding out what the best bag is, it's this one, go ahead and buy it. If you want to know why this is the best bag, then stick around, we're going to get into that. So first up for me, at least personally, probably my #1 priority, or at least one of my top priorities, is disc storage. You can tell this thing right here, I've got it pretty loaded up. It's not completely filled, but I'm going to go through and count how many discs that I have in here, and then I'll tell you guys the most that I've ever heard of being stuffed in one of these. So if I did the math right, that is 28 discs that I have in here right now, which is far from the most you can fit. This outside pocket here, if you're putting drivers in, I've heard people getting up to 5 in there. I only put 3 putters in there. You could probably squeeze a 4th if you wanted it to be tight, but with 3 it's super easy to take them in and take them out. Then you've got these long pockets all the way down the side right here. And then again in here you can stuff probably 3-4 discs. The max that this thing can hold is 35 discs. 35 discs is plenty for anyone to be carrying around. You're really not going to be needing any more than that. And if you're using 35 discs, man, I feel sorry for you. That's a lot of weight to be carrying around. That's a lot of extra stuff. So as far as storage goes, like I said, up to 35 discs. Over here you've got a drink holder right there. And then you've got another taller, skinny pocket here. I just put another water bottle in there. It's easy to just keep the two next to each other. And then behind that, again, you've got another tall, full-length pocket. I just stuffed towels in here. But like I said, you can stuff more discs in here if you wanted. You could stuff an extra shirt. Just a big, long pocket for really any storage that you're going to need. And then right in here, you've got an umbrella holder. So you just stick your umbrella in there with it open, and then while you're walking around you're covered, and then you can set it down and your bag is going to stay dry, your discs are going to stay dry. On the outside, again, you've got this small pocket up top here. Cell phone, wallet, car keys, anything like that you can stuff in there. And you've got the same thing over on this side here with another just, cell phone, wallet, keys, anything that you're going to be carrying in your pockets. And then on the inside here, like we talked about, discs can go at the bottom, and then you've got more storage for really anything that you can fit in your pockets is going to go in here. And then this back one here, you can see I can fit my entire hand in there. It's much bigger, it's much deeper pocket. So if there's anything that's too small, or too big, excuse me, to fit in one of these top side pockets, you can stuff it in there, or you can just let it go all the way down if you're not putting your discs in there. Obviously, down in here is just going to be all your disc storage. Up top, you've got the putter pocket. You can see it's got the little divider right there in the middle. Back behind that, you've got a little elastic pouch. And then back behind the putter pocket is one of the really cool things about this bag. That is the container, or this pocket, excuse me, for the hydro flask. Fortunately, I do not have one of those. I can't show you exactly how it goes in and out and how you fill it and that kind of stuff. But if you've ever seen someone with a Camelback, it's essentially the same thing. I just use it for the Rainfly right now. That's where I just keep it nice and easy out of the way, and you don't lose any storage for anything else in the bag. Basically, all I've told you so far is that this bag is the same as everything else. What I really want to get into now is more of the proprietary and why this bag is so much better than the other bags on the market. But before we get into that, I just want to go over the one main thing that I didn't like about this bag, and that was that it does have a tendency to tip over. Even if it would tip over forwards, if you just grab it by the carry handle and pick it up, your discs aren't going to fall out. So while it is still a small inconvenience, you're not running around chasing your discs that are rolling down the hill. I was actually on the phone with Levi, the guy who runs and manufactures these bags, and big thank you to him. He was the one that made this video possible, so big thank you to him. And I talked with him on the phone and I asked him about that. It's because on the bottom here, there is no hard support. Other than this material here, there isn't anything between the ground and your discs, so it's not a very rigid base. His reasoning for that is because if you were to do that, it basically creates a 90-degree angle at the bottom of the bag, and that's not comfortable on your back at all. Nobody's back is a 90-degree angle. Your back kind of has a curve to it, and so he wanted to keep it as flexible as possible, the frame of the bag. I mean, you can see here I can bend it and twist it and move it and shape it. And that's so when it's loaded up with discs and you've got it on your back and you're walking down the fairway or whatever, the bag actually flexes with your back as you're walking and as you're moving and as you're bending down or you're reaching and grabbing something out of a tree. And this thing is all about comfort and lightweight. The bag is like 3 pounds and something ounces, 3.5 pounds, something like that. Just insanely light. I have a friend who has the Flak 4 from Heiserbaum, and I tried that out after using this thing for a while, and it felt like that thing was almost twice as heavy as this. Ultra lightweight, ultra comfortable. In the back here, there's a piece of foam padding, and that's actually there for 2 reasons. One is, like we talked about, where your back kind of curves in. You don't want the 90-degree angle at the bottom of the bag. The foam padding actually creates kind of a buffer here on your lower back support, and it rides that curve of your back. Not only does it do that, but it also, when you have your discs loaded up in here, it keeps your discs pushed to the front so that when you're grabbing them, they're right there at the front. You can just grab it in and out, no problem. Another one of the really cool features about the Octothorpe is the straps. They're completely different from just about any other bag that I've seen. Most bags on the market have the straps where they come in and they come over, and then it's the other strap, and they're all combined. Everything is in one piece. And as you guys can see, that's not the case on the Octothorpe. You've got one strap here, another strap here, and then you've got a carry handle here. And this carry handle is actually, it's crazy durable. It's made out of like the same material as like a seat belt, it feels like. And I mean, it's folded over and sewn, it feels like 2 or 3 separate times. And then these straps, like I said, they're separated, and they're actually filled with, instead of just a normal foam, they're actually filled with what's called, and I learned this from Levi, it's called a densified urethane. Basically what that is it's basically already shrunk. So if you wear this for a year, the padding's not going to shrink down anymore. It's not going to get compressed. Where a normal bag, after you wear it for a really long time, the weight kind of breaks in the straps. That's not going to happen on here. You're not going to lose that padding over time. They're going to stay just as padded and as cushiony as they were the day that you bought them. An additional support on these straps, other than just the straps being sewn in, is these up over the top. They're called ladder locks. And basically, as you can see now, this ladder lock here is sewn into the top here. It's sewn actually into the frame of the bag, and that takes a ton of stress off of the strap itself. So this is actually doing a lot of the supporting of the weight of the bag, while the strap is basically just there for cushion. Now I think probably my favorite part about this bag is actually not even the bag itself. The bag is awesome, it's great, all that stuff, but I think my favorite part about this thing is the Rainfly. I never thought this would be the case, but the Rainfly is, it's the best Rainfly I've ever seen. It's absolutely incredible. You can see it here, looks just like a standard Rainfly, right? Not exactly. There's only one snap it on, and then it's got elastic all the way around. You basically take the elastic and just stretch it out over the bag. So you stretch it around the bag, make sure you get it over everything that you want to keep dry. Obviously if it's not covered, it's going to be getting wet. But as you can see now, it is around the bag and everything's covered. You still have access to the strap, so you can pick it up and put it on and carry it like normal. But what's really different about this thing is that while you have the Rainfly on, you can lift up this flap here, and there's your putter pocket right here. You can grab your putters and then flip this thing back over. If you need to grab a driver, boom, your drivers are right here. And as you notice, you might hear it. If you can hear that, this isn't Velcro. This is actually, these flaps here are secured by magnets, which is awesome. I really like that. And you do have a side pocket here, sort of. This is part of the putter pocket pouch, but if you need to get into your top side pockets, you can just lift it up at the corner and you got your pocket right there. And then again, same thing on this side, you've got your pocket right here. Levi used to work with Mystery Ranch with their bags. This bag is basically his culmination of everything that he's done making bags and everything that he's learned, and he's taken things from bags that he's liked and removed things from bags that he doesn't like, and he's been doing that for the last 10 years. So he knows what he's doing, he knows what he's talking about. One more just awesome thing about this bag, as if that wasn't enough already, every single bag is either hand inspected by Levi himself or his wife. And the way that you can check that is actually on this flap here. If you open it up all the way on the inside, there's this little white note here, and that's got the initials and the date and all that stuff from when it was checked, who it was checked by, whether it was Levi or his wife. And they're very thorough about that. Every bag gets a 20-minute inspection, and they go over everything. They go over the Rainfly as well. So you know you're getting quality with this bag. It is a higher price point bag. It's the same as the Grip AX15, I think. Whatever the highest end grip is. It's the same price as this, but you get a whole hell of a lot more bag with this than you do with the Grip. I could not recommend this thing any higher. Absolutely awesome bag. I'm definitely going to be picking one of these things up for myself. If and when, because you need one of these at this point, when you go ahead and when you buy an Octothorpe for yourself, go ahead and let Levi know. Tell him you saw this review and that was why you bought it. I just think that'd be kind of cool to see how many of these things, how many people see this video and then say, you know what, I gotta get one. Because this thing, I cannot recommend it any higher. I probably rambled on way too long for you guys, but absolutely awesome bag. Definitely, absolutely, 100%, blah, blah, blah. Pick one of these things up. Alright. Thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoy your Octothorpes. I know you will when you pick them up. And until next time, guys, go get out and throw.